Mm.
Live, boys and girls, welcome aboard. Sunday afternoon, Margou for Murder Hobo Inc. Got two players coming in. They're a little bit late. We'll get to them here shortly. Thanks for joining us. We'll get off with the rigmarole first. If you want to follow us on social media, it's at mhobo inc on pretty much everything, although I've noticed that Mastodon really sucks lately. If you want to be on a one shot, hit us up on email, Gmail. To be exact, mhobo inc, kind of a thing going there. And if you want to buy some of our cool crap, don't, because it's not on sale right now. Wait till it goes on sale and then buy it, because it's good quality crap. But save some coin for your pockets. If you need new dice, check out at Pyrodog Dice on Twitter. Check them out. Ask them what they got, what they can do, da 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 da. And of course, if your game stinks unlike ours, try some Adventure Sense by OddFishGames.com. These things have a half-life, so if you buy them, they're good for several years, so keep that in mind. They also make How to RPG with Your Cat, How to Cook with Your Dice, the Shine System to be a gooder writer than me, and the Radiance Project. If you don't have anybody else to play with, you can always go solo. Today, as every Sunday, Margou, full Margou. So once the other two get here, we'll have a full boat. Let's start off with Nicholas. Nicholas, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Nicholas, and I play Vegas Crab Stain. The rogue.
Always a man of many, many words.
You got a little wordy there today, didn't you?
Yeah,
It was pretty wordy, actually.
Added a sentence there. Jason, you're up next.
Copious Full Bitter is
Can you hear
known
me
as
okay?
Witch and hero of the story. The only one willing to go
you hear
after
us?
and save one of our traveling companions who was captured first by those heinous eagles and now by a couple of hill giants.
Bullshit.
I think there's doubters in the audience.
I think there's doubters everywhere for that one. Next up, Frank Sr. Follow that load of crap with a shovel, I'm thinking.
I'm telling you, get out the.
Look, a circus is in town. The elephants are in town.
Yeah, where's the little guy with the?
Man.
Oh well. Yeah, I'm Leaf, the druid.
Not the caring.
Leaf that don't give a shit.
Okay. Who wants to pretend to be Middle Frank today?
Ooh, Jason, you do it.
Oh, I get to be.
You get to
Middle
do it
Frank?
again.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
all right, no problem. I don't know if you watched my last performance, but let me try to get this straight. Hi, I'm chaotic evil. I burn stuff for no real reason, and periodically I indulge myself with a little bit of light cannibalism.
I don't think he's ever eaten a half orc.
Do Man Fang.
Well, hold on, I gotta get my sumo suit out, and I'll do Man Fang. Man Fang. Everybody says I'm fat. I'm not fat. I'm just big boned.
Yeah,
Those are really big bones.
yeah, Cartman.
He's got a mouthful of bone.
Well, there you go, boys and girls. If you haven't seen the show before, we've got a warning on here for a reason. So if you're offended, you need to shove off right now because it's not going to get any better. These guys are on an odyssey of sorts. There's no real point per se for their campaign. They're just living large, living life, hanging out. They're also wanted by half the nations in this particular continent for crimes they may or may not have committed. These guys are the ABBA team. Abadabba, I'm screwed team. They're being chased by everybody, including a 200-year-old knight that they released from a crypt.
Is he chasing us, or he just
Oh,
Apparently, he's
looking
chasing
for you.
us to thank us for getting him out of
got
it.
him
You
out?
should go find him and shake his crusty old.
If we weren't on such a tight schedule.
Their tight schedule includes getting a group of gnomes who were flying an airborne vehicle that resembled strikingly a dragon. They're also on a mission. Well, not all of them. Just one of them is on a mission to go kill a child who has a wooden sword.
No one has said anything about killing children.
You were shooting at his ride as it was flying.
As it was carrying him off to be et. I mean, it was going to feed it to its young, its hatchlings in a nest.
Yeah, he was going to be et.
Yeah,
Saved his life again, constantly saving that kid's life.
To celebrate the 4th last week, Robert, who's not currently here, decided to fry up some giant eagle knocked out of the sky by copious bitters. Of course, just like turkey, there's tryptophan in giant eagles, and everybody's pretty tired. As we resume, Copious has returned to the clearing where the gnome collective, his associates, are all eating, kind of relaxing. And he has told them that he has found Jacob being hauled away by a hill giantess. Gentlemen, I leave it in your hands to choose your path of adventure.
And it's not quite dusk, right?
Not quite dusk.
So
Late afternoon. These guys are all taking the Bluebird special.
And how long did it take Copious to get back from where he was at?
About 10 minutes. Because you're in a hurry, I assume.
Yeah. So what I would like to do is tell everyone what I saw and say I would like to rescue Jacob so we can return him with the gnomes back to the town. And if we can do that without killing the giants, so much the better. But I would like to go scout out where they are before it gets dark.
Okay.
D12 against me, Copious.
Oh, because let's start this off right. Oh, wait. Hey, I got a 6.
I got a 4. That means the gnomes, huzzah! Let us rescue the young lad.
Sweetness.
The gnomes are in your corner for once.
So I'll take some of the gnomes with me.
Otter and red shirt.
Oh, don't forget to take meat and bait.
That's true.
I'm going to take all of the aforementioned gnomes. But once I get back to about where I was at before, I want to have them stop there, and then Copious will, because he can move pretty silently and.
Yeah, that worked out real well last week, as I recall.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to do that, and if I can take one of the characters, I think Manfang was all in too. I'll let him grab a haunch of meat, and he can follow behind me as well.
I believe he was. Leaf, are you in?
Yeah.
Haggis?
I made it clear last week I was all for seeing the giant women.
Yeah, but I thought you meant the Amazonians. But okay, that's fair. You guys tromp off. It takes 10 minutes because, as we all know, gnomes are inherently dawdlers. And they are arguing about how best to serve and protect you, their mighty Copious.
Well, at the moment, I'm just going to keep them behind me, and then once we get there, I'll scout out the area, see what we're dealing with, and then we'll come back and formulate a plan.
Cool.
If Haggis is with me, Haggis can go with Copious once we get closer, because he's pretty silent as well.
Okay.
Yes.
You get to the last drop-off point where you were at the 8 o'clock position, I believe. Strangely enough, in this small valley, nothing.
I'm going to ask Leaf. He's a better tracker than I am. If he can find the trail of the giantess who hauled off Jacob.
I'll take survival or wilderness, your choice, or investigation rather. Survival or investigation.
16.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow her lumbering footsteps. It's not like Manfang was rolling around in the high grass here. But
He leaves a pretty deep print, you know.
Yeah. In our hearts. That's where he leaves it.
Oh, yeah.
In our hearts.
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
No, that's where the print in my heart.
Oh, okay.
There's a print right here.
I'm like, oh shit, did I lose voice again?
No, we hear you.
So you guys head off, and following Leaf, who's not in Bloodhound form at this point in time.
No.
With meat, bait, red shirt, all of those guys falling behind you. Robert Manfang, welcome aboard. Your previews have been given by one copious full bidders, and I for one will state that they were accurate. As
They're all
Fine job. Fine job.
complete lies if he did it.
Now, since you guys are just getting here, Copious has rallied the troops. He's got multiple gnomes, Leaf, and Haggis going after to, and I will use air quotes, rescue Jacob. We aren't really buying that load of crap, but okay.
Save the young lad from a mothering
That's
giant.
right.
Aligned.
Maligned you are. Did Robert and Manfang want to join the escapade? So you got about an hour, maybe 2 hours before dark.
I thought I was already there.
Nope, you were cooking.
Cook an eagle if yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, join.
Manfang.
I'll go as well.
The band is back together. You guys have reached the clearing where Copious last saw the female hill giantess. Leaf has successfully found the lumbering footprints, and it takes you up a mountain. This mountain is conifer trees for the most part. I'm sorry, it is deciduous in this area. Deciduous. I think you're still in summer. You're in perpetual summer. But it is not completely forested. So there are gaps and movements as you travel up the incline. You will notice some of the branches have snapped due to a hill giantess moving through and her
That's
bulky
right. She's
frame.
after a hill giant.
That's right. Bulky frame has moved it. As you reach the peak, who is leading this party?
I'll lead it. What the hell?
Leaf
Oh,
is
this
following
is leading
trail.
it. He's the man.
Well,
He's
we're-
going to rescue Jacob.
I'm on it, baby.
Trail.
Leaf, as you peer over the side, there's another small valley on the other side of this. It's got a nice river that runs through it, probably rejoins the last creek that Copious investigated completely. But down below is a set of very large, for lack of a better term, teepees. Down below you see buckskin, leather-clad individuals of rather large height. It appears as though you have found a conclave of hill giants down here. Give me an investigation roll, Leaf.
+2. That'd be a 19.
You believe you see just shy of 20 hill giants here.
I will slide back down the ridge and inform the others of what I've observed.
How me travel many moons to get here.
Many
Uh,
giant in valley.
He goes ahead and clues you guys in. It is a very peaceful settlement, something out of a butter commercial, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, oh, oh.
I believe that would be a pea commercial.
Yeah.
Copious wants to go take a closer look, but I'll try to be silent and move through shadows.
Are you
Well,
taking anybody with you?
Maybe Haggis.
yeah, not me, because I'm at a disadvantage with
Yeah,
stealth because of my
Manfang,
armor.
we're not ready for diplomacy yet, buddy. So as soon as we're ready for diplomacy, you're up.
Copious and
right.
Haggis, give me stealth rolls. Lowest
I mean,
one
this could be
rules.
peaceful hill giants, you know.
Could be.
You're right.
19.
Hey, you want one from me?
Yep. Because the low roll dictates the overall.
Well, 25.
Copious has the low roll, and that is a good roll. You guys sneak down using your diminutive size, going from tree to tree. You get down there. What can I say? This appears to be just a community of hill giants. They are buzzing about something. Do either one of you speak giant kind?
Good question.
I know some Spanish.
Donde esta la biblioteca is not currently being queried at this time.
Let me see. What languages did I don't think I did learn those. Common, Elvish, Gnomish. Nope. Of course not. I do
Haggis?
not. How about you, Haggis?
No.
They're talking about something. Also, you see enormous oxen.
Can I insight their hand gestures?
They are not asking for a sacrifice squeeze. Nor are they trying to steal home.
We don't see Jacob though, right? That's the other thing.
Nope, you do see 4 giant oxen. None of them are blue and none of them are babe.
And I don't see the
Aw.
giantess that was in the clearing, right?
Give me an investigation check.
15.
Nope. Don't hear, don't see, don't smell. The giant teepees are engaged in a figure 8, with the one in the crossing being a rather prominently large teepee.
I'm going to look at Haggis and say, you know what we need here is someone that can cast understand language and a diplomat. That's what we need. Yeah,
That ain't me.
Wow. Yeah, that's the plan you're going with.
I
Well,
think
I
think
think-
a distraction would be great.
yeah, I think the alternative is we try to hide out for a little while and see if we see Jacob somewhere in the camp.
Or we just look for him now.
Look for him now, meaning sneak farther in. We're like in the wood line now, right?
Yeah, let's go to him.
But you're
I don't
very
think
diminutive.
I can't sneak through open area with hill giants,
Bless you.
just wandering by. We can wait till dark and then try to sneak down, see what.
I think we should wait until dark and do a covert operation in darkness
Dark ops.
to rescue Captain Phillips, Jacob. We can get him back.
I am your DM now.
This is SEAL Team 1.
SEAL Team 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. We'll go back to the group and tell them what we saw.
Okay. Manfang, D12 against me.
Okay, I will be
Must
doing
an
that.
intelligence act, man thing.
Yep. That's a 10.
Oh,
Okay.
wrong.
Nothing up here. Birds on this little ridge. You notice some giant-sized footprints around here. Look around. Nothing of unusual nature here.
Okay. Yeah.
A few moments later, Haggis and Copius return. They, I assume, will fill in the details and the dark spots and point out that they wish to go ahead and remain here till night. Copius, D12 against me. Let's see what the gnomes think.
2.
3. We were really hoping to start our trek towards the west coast. How long is this going to take?
Couple hours after dark. Do you want to move through the night? You can move through.
Can we get some sleep?
Get some sleep.
They set up camp.
Where we left them, or did they go back to the original spot?
Nope, right where you guys are, because they assume incorrectly that you guys know where the hell you are and how the hell to get someplace.
Of course we
And
do.
man thing will protect them.
That's true. So they're going to bed down. They've all got full bellies thanks to Robert's eagle
Copper
stew.
skillet.
Can we
So-
make sure there's some special spots for meat and fodder closest towards the hill giant camp?
Yeah, you can put them on the ridge. Make sure that they're keeping an eye on your 6, or in this case, your 12.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a fine idea.
Okay. Robert, D12 against me.
D12ing, sir. D12. 11.
True to their word, meat and shield or meat and fodder, or whichever two you picked, are studiously watching the camp and not throwing rocks down the hill to see who can throw it farther.
Once it's good and dark,
Are we camping out for the night?
yeah. You guys can go ahead and bunk down for the time being. Once it's good and dark, Copious is gonna and Haggis are gonna sneak back to the edge and watch the camp again.
Sure. It kind of looks like this. Big teepee in the center, 3 and 3, up and down. Big campfire. Big campfire. Seems to be celebration. Some woodwind instruments are playing. Maybe a washboard, something. Seems as though it is a celebration of something.
The adoption of a new child in the clan.
That is it, actually. Because as you peer on, observing this spectacle, the female giantess, dressed in some kind of ugly, puritanical headpiece, holds aloft an angry Jacob who is bound by...
Baby, she got him swaddled.
Yeah, she's got him swaddled,
Everything the light touches.
and he is not
Hey,
happy.
Wait till supper time, big boy.
The adult males not happy. I mean, this kid is going to be loud and obnoxious, and he is. While they do not understand him, he is pretty much telling them that he is going to carve out their guts. So you can tell he's not happy about being here.
All right. Do we see where? I mean, eventually the party's got. I'm going to stay put until the party like winds down a little bit. Or is this an all-night kegger?
Give me a D8. Let's see how long they're going to party.
Oh,
8 hours.
yeah. I was going to say if I'm rolling, it's going to be bad. 4.
Looks like they're going to midnight.
All right. We'll shuttle back to let the group know what status is. We've seen Jacob; he's alive. They have him. He's not happy. And were Haggis and I able to interpret the meaning of what we saw? It looked like some sort of adoption ritual kind of thing.
Looks like Mufasa holding aloft.
Back to Haggis's comment.
Yeah.
Everything the light touches.
Okay. Well, let's quit, beating around the bush. Did you see where his stupid sword was so we can get this over with?
No, I have to rescue Jacob first
Why?
because I made a deal.
Swallow the sword. There's only one way to get it out of it. So we got
The
to get
sword's
it.
secondary to the rescuing Jacob. It's just a happy coincidence.
What a load of crap.
I agree with him.
Hey, despite what you all say, Copious has never attacked any of these mouthy NPCs, including Jacob.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He was not a party member. I owed Jesus nothing.
Okay. Just saying.
Anyways, as soon as it looks like they're settling down, I want Haggis and I will try to sneak in from different directions and see if we can get to Jacob and extricate him, or at least talk to him first.
Extradite.
Leaf, give me a D8, please.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. 4.
4? Well, isn't that just the cat's pajamas? Haggis, give me a D12.
Nuts.
D12. All right.
Nuts.
This is where the giants discover the sleeping gnomes.
6.
Copious, Haggis, while the party's wound down and at least 11 or 12 of them have gone into their respective domiciles, there are still 6 hill giants out there, including dancing or waltzing Matilda and her child, who has been given a pacifier, which looks strangely like a disembodied udder from an oxen.
Ew.
So Jacob is still front and center with this group of people.
Yes, but as you watch, Haggis, Copious, give me a investigation check, please.
13.
1.
Well, clearly it's got to be Copious that sees the hill giant with the dire wolf moving about the perimeter.
Uh-oh.
You're a rotten son of a bitch. I tell you.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time to consider lost.
I've actually resigned to the fact that he might possibly get the sword. I will not mind if he does. But he's going to earn it.
So, hey, Haggis, there's a dire wolf. in the-
Whoa. You said opposite sides.
Oh, I said we were coming.
Now you can yell to him. I've got no beef with that.
Use your megaphone.
So is it coming my way or going Haggis's way?
D12 against me.
4.
2. It's going towards Haggis, who rolled a 1 on his investigation.
All
I
right.
don't know what's coming.
You don't know it's coming. So we're coming around the circle from different sides.
Mhm.
Is Haggis closer to Jacob than I am, and is Jacob at least down, though his adopted mother is waltzing Matilda?
They're in the middle.
They're in the middle,
Yep.
and the wolf is on the opposite side from me on the map, right? From the
I
middle?
assume that this is you over here, and this would be Haggis, and it is going clockwise.
Is there any hill giant between me and the big tent?
Oh, yeah. 5 of them.
Are
There's
there
a total of 6 hill giants that are up and around. One of them's walking the perimeter with a dire wolf. The other 5 are bitching at waltzing Matilda to put that kid up. And she goes into the centermost large tent.
So the hill giant's going clockwise around with the dire wolf. I'm following behind that sucker as we spin around the perimeter.
Yep.
And eventually that should lead me to the opposite side from the 5 hill giants, right?
Where Haggis is admiring the flora and fauna of this area and not paying any attention at all.
Yep.
Keep in mind, when the hill giantess took Jacob, she was yelling for another hill giant.
Hill giant after hill giant after hill giant.
I mean, realistically,
Probably
how
her
much
bow.
damage can they do?
It's probably her sterile
They're
husband.
not that strong, 1-on-1.
1-on-1. Yeah, 1-on-1. I
Against the
wasn't
group
worried
of
about
us
it.
and one of
2-on-1, I
them.
wasn't even worried for the group.
But Copious, with his vast amount of, 9 hit points?
Yeah. There's a reason why he has spells that help him flee.
So,
All right.
there you go. Waltzing Matilda has entered the center tent with Jacob, who is in utter silence. Utter silence.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's the distance between the edge of the forest and the first tent?
Like one of these
The outer tents.
Outer tents?
Yeah.
I don't know. It is 10 feet. The Hill Giants don't give a shit about this place, so they have not barricaded it. So 10 feet off the wood line, you can get to any of the outer 6. To get into the center of camp, it's probably going to be significantly more. 60 feet.
Woo!
And there's a roaring campfire there.
Once you get to the center. Mm-hmm. But
It's on the south side of the big tent.
So, west side of the big tent, 5 hill giants. South side, big bonfire. All right. So once I get to the northeast corner, I'm going to go to the first ring of tents.
Okay.
Hide behind one of those tents, and then stop and listen and watch.
D12 against me.
1.
9. Well,
My luck holds.
someone has been inspired at the location of a child, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well, that should cover any noise a little tiny gnome makes.
Yes, most definitely. The loud grunting and voluminous shouts of pleasure are more than enough to cover even Man Fang and his dumbass armor.
And I don't think it's Haggis in there, though, right?
It's cool.
You do not know. It could be your lost party member Felix, for all you know.
All right. now by this time, what's her name's inside the tent with Jacob, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm going to do it.
Leaf, Robert, Manfang. Man, those boys have been down there a long time.
Are we taking it? Are we resting?
You guys are up on the peak. They've already told you that we're going down here. Meat and Shield, or which two did you pick? Meat and Red Shirt.
It was meat and fodder.
There you go. Meat and Fodder. Man, I don't like this. They've been down there a long time.
Are they going to
I
stage a
don't.
rescue?
They're anxious. They're younger gnomes. They're in there. They want to get their hands dirty. They're talking about rescue options here.
How many times did I turn last week?
3.
Okay. 3? Oh, it was 2.
You said that you used your last turning.
Yeah, I thought I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've only gotten in a short rest, not a long rest.
Yeah, we haven't done. Yeah, I wanted a long one.
Yeah.
Somebody
Everybody wanted a long one
I'm
except
not
for
going
the
to splinter
rescue
more.
king here.
Yep.
So, Leaf, Robert, and Manfang, Meat and Fodder. Man, we got to go down there. We got to create a distraction. We got to do something. We just can't leave them down there. This is bad. They could be dead.
Good man.
Buddies, you want to go down there and create a distraction on the other side of the camp? I suggest you run like hell after you do it.
Sir, yes, sir. And
I'm not telling you to do it. I'm telling you if
they
you
don't
do
need
it.
any more encouragement. They run headlong down the hill. I'll take dex checks from both of them. A 3 and an 8. They both
living up to their names.
Ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Copious and Hagas, perception check. Let's see if you hear the shrieking, piercing noise from the south end of the camp.
13.
17.
Yeah, both of you hear some screaming.
But we don't know. Do we recognize it as being gnomes?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
You notice that Waltzing Matilda peeks her head out of the tent. The Love Shack teepee, still going at it fast and heavy. So Copious, there's no rustling of the tent in your area, but you do notice that some members of the camp are waking up.
Can I cast minor illusion over towards the direction that the noise was coming from?
Sure. What's the distance for that?
30 feet is the distance. Is that probably too
Not going to
close?
get there.
All right.
That will get in between the Love Shack and the
Sorry,
main
you said
tent.
60 feet, didn't you? You said 60 feet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Never mind. I'm watching. I'm holding Pat. I'm assuming what's her name's going to come out.
She sticks her head out, and somewhere you hear spoon on pan as an alarm is raised. The wolf, Haggis, you now cannot help but see it as it goes beelining south, maybe 20 feet ahead of you. As it gets past you, continuing towards the noise, you see the dire wolf look in your direction and get yanked on by the hill giant. You also see everybody that was still awake headed towards there. Copious, since you're the one that wants it, D12 against me to see if Waltzing Matilda runs 2.
2.
Reroll 2.
Oh my God. 3.
3. Reroll
12.
9. Waltzing Matilda reaches in and grabs a very long and impressive battle axe and takes off running, shouting orders like she runs the place. A moment later, a scantily clad, even larger hill giant exits the tent as well, armed with a pair of blades.
This is the big tent in the middle, right?
Yep.
Is there anyone between
Not
Me and
sure
Big
he'd be
Ted
running
at
out
this
with a big
point?
club.
Only the Love Shack couple.
All right, but they're still in the tent, or did they find?
They're rocking it. But they've been rocking it for a couple minutes.
Copious is moving as fast as his little legs can carry to the middle tent, the backside of it, away from the bonfire.
Haggis, what are you doing?
Can I see him moving?
Give me a perception check.
14 get me.
Yeah, you see a small figure dart into the opening and head right for the main tent in the middle.
I'm going to go right for the main tent.
Leaf, Robert, Manfang. That didn't work out so well.
Should we help? Should we stop them? Should we help?
I'm sorry, but I got to be chuckling at this point.
Nobody's going to save meat and fodder.
Were these two of my gnomes?
See that
The
happen?
ones who liked me?
D12 against me.
Okay.
1.
3.
Nope, they're not.
You know what? I'll get some more good reputation if I help them.
There you go.
All gnomes love me. I'll go. Guess I'll go help them up.
They're at the bottom of the incline, and you
Where
can
the
see.
ogres are going.
Hey, you got giants coming like crazy, dude.
I'll walk very slowly.
I will saunter.
I will take in the situation, observe everything in my parameters to get a good layout of the land.
As
Good
Leaf,
for any
is,
escapes.
as Leaf has pointed out, there are a couple of tons of hill giants coming right for him, and you see rough hands grab a hold of the two gnomes and just hold a hand right over their head because it's so large. Inside, Copious gets there first. Haggis, you
What's he seeing there?
burst inside. You guys see a makeshift cradle with a very angry little boy still swaddled and still has an udder in his mouth. He is just beet red and fuming mad at this.
So, all right.
That's
I quick scan of the tent.
Oh,
Then I want something that's approximately the same size and shape as Jacob that I can put in the crib, cast minor illusion on.
Haggis.
yeah,
Right, so I
I
guess-
guess the right side.
The good news is breastfeeding is optional, but the so I want to cast minor illusion on that shape and put it back in the crib and pull Jacob out, and then go out the back of the tent as quick as we can.
Make sure he's got his sword.
Well,
Are
separate
you
from-
going to unswaddle him or remove the udder from his mouth?
I'm leaving the udder in his mouth. Matter of fact, I might not let him take it out because I don't want to listen to him. But unswaddle his legs at the very least so he can move.
You
I'm
have
taking-
found a summer squash, which is relatively the same size and dimensions.
All right, so I'll cast minor illusion. It only lasts a minute, but I figure that gives us more time than if we didn't. So cast minor illusion on it, leave it in the cradle. Quick look around. Do I see the sword?
That's going to cost you some time, so go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
19.
19, you do not find the sword. You do find something of an unusual nature. It appears as though it's a small wooden box with a triangular point on it, as if it were a compass of sorts. Jacob is...
I'm telling him, leave the udder in.
Haggis, do you want to leave the udder in, or you want to...
Is he like tied up or something?
Yeah, he's swaddled up.
That's what swaddled is. He wrap you in cloths to where you're bundled up tight like that.
Okay.
I undid his legs, but I didn't undo his arms, so he can't take the udder out of his
I
mouth.
take the udder out of his mouth and I ask him, we're going to get you out of here. But I need a weapon, say like a wooden sword. Do you know where it is?
He begins to scream, "Get me out of here! Let my arms loose! I'm here
Udder
to kick
back
some
in."
ass and take..." Do they hear him yelling?
Damn it.
Probably.
Okay.
All right.
Robert, Leaf, Manfang. Manfang, it doesn't look good for meat and fodder.
So how many? There's like a bunch of giants there, right? Right.
Yeah.
11 of them.
What to do?
They have they've been surrounded by the giants, and in a magnificent moment of pure valor, odd even, Meat whips out a frying pan and cracks one of the giants right on the toe. All you see is hands coming in on these two.
I'm just gonna
Well,
sip
let
my
me-
chili and watch the show.
What can? Give me a second. I need to look at what I can do for right now.
Now think
You turn
about it.
around and get the hell out of there. That's what
You
you
should
do.
say,
exactly
"Hey,
it.
over here," and lead them back to the main camp where the
they're not-
odds are ever in your favor.
Yes.
There's 11 people bound to fall in love with you and your amazing talents.
They aren't people. They're giants.
There are 11 giant people ready to fall in love.
And you know
with
what? Toe to toe, pound for pound, you're their match.
You know, I have an idea. I have an idea. Because this might work or might not work.
Wait a minute. Did Manfing just said he had an idea he's been thinking?
Yes.
Gentlemen, I may have a brain, but I have an idea.
Just make sure it's not an idea where you're going to have to make an intelligence roll to get it completed.
I speak a few languages. I would like to say hello in every single language, the 4 languages that I know, and hope that at least one of them knows one of the languages.
Orc, Dwarvish, Draconic, and Common. That's your language.
Can I roll to see if one of them knows it?
Yeah, you can do 12 against me. I'm fine with
Hey,
that.
wait. Make sure you stand over there when you try those languages, away from us.
11.
7. Yes, you are loud enough to see multiple heads look up at you. If you
That doesn't
remember
really tell which
Raiders
one
of
language
the
it is.
Lost Ark, when Belloc, they are now looking up at you.
Hold on a second.
2 of
Wait,
them
before
each
this
have-
happens, where did he do this at?
He's down near
That's
the
up
bottom.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
No, he was on
he-
top of the hill.
He sauntered down the hill. Yeah, so 2 of the hill giants each have meat and or fodder with them. The female giantess screams out something guttural that sounds remotely like intruder, and you can tell the hill giants are scanning and reaching for rocks.
Are they really rocks, though?
Probably the skulls of their dead enemies.
Oh, okay.
You run
I'm
back.
going to try one more try, even though they just yelled intruder and they're probably going to kill me. Just
And
my-
you hear what seems to be a dog approaching quickly.
Oh.
Run
I
back
can't
to
run away.
camp.
I can't run away now. I look like a sissy boy. I have to man up.
You do realize they're going
They're-
to tear your head off and literally crap down your neck, right?
You're right.
There is
I have.
absolutely nothing wrong in running. I will
Run back
just
to
throw
lead.
that out there.
Yeah, run back to leave. And camp with everyone else.
Yeah, run up the hill and yell, "Guys, they're coming!"
I don't know what happened, but they just started attacking.
You know
The
what?
giants are coming. Yeah.
I'm going to whisper to Robert. This might be a good time to, start a bonfire down there below Manfang.
Well, how
Herd
far
him
away
back
are
up
we?
this way and keep them away from us. How far is he from us?
About 300 feet.
Manfang's 300 feet?
Yep.
Well, when he hits 60 foot, I can start a bonfire behind him.
What you gonna do, Manfang? I'm
Um,
anxious to hear your great idea.
I don't
Claim
think.
your skull. I'm wondering what your next character is going to be.
Shut up.
Hopefully he's smarter than this one.
All of them are. All of them are. Every single one I've rolled.
What were you originally going to tell them?
I was going to say, I just want to talk, and then I was going to try and convince them that they just tripped down the hill while we were passing by and we weren't meaning any harm, so we can leave. So if you just allow us to walk away, we're not coming back. And I don't care. You'll find a way out. But,
Damn it! I believe him. I think there's a good chance these hill giants are going to believe him.
Is that what you want to do?
Such a diplomat.
Yeah, I'll try to say, hey, I just want to talk, and I'll put my hands up like this because that probably means something
Hey,
good.
Man Fang,
That's universal.
Yeah, it's universal.
you're
That's
part of
killed.
dragon, right? This is the
Yeah.
time that you should sprout those wings and take flight.
Do you remember the scene from A Bug's Life when the fat German caterpillar gets wings?
I'm tracking.
Finally, becomes a butterfly.
Yeah. Look, I have a beautiful butterfly.
No, I'm beautiful.
You know what, Man Fang? If that's what you want to do, I am.
That's
all
what I wanna
for
do.
it. I want you
That's what I
to
wanna do.
diplomacy the shit out of me.
I will. Watch me as I do it. I will put my
I
hands
hope
up and
it's a
say extra
natural
talk.
one.
So I rolled 20
Yes.
with no modifiers, right? Right.
Well, your
right.
diplomacy skill.
Yeah, your diplomacy skills, which are what, -7?
They're all just +0, so they're not even just straight up rolling.
Man, I hate killing PCs.
I got 18. I rolled high. I'm surprised.
The female.
Uh-oh.
And they're in mid Tom Seaver throw. They're just gonna brain the shit out of you, and they all kind of look back at her. They part. You say you make error.
She responded in what language?
Broken common.
Cool. I'll speak slowly and then.
Maybe
Maybe
you
I'll
should
just.
tell her that. I will speak slowly because you sound stupid.
It's a great idea.
Fucking.
Just say. Hi, my name is. I called myself Menfeng. That's how you do it in Spanish. It's not my name.
El Man Fang.
Le jefe. El toro.
El Jefe, yeah, that's right. Be the boss.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to tell her?
Hey, we were walking
Hey, man.
by, and we didn't want to disturb any of them. They fell, and we were just going by. We didn't mean any of this trouble. We don't want to fight. We were just passing by. Big sorry, very sorry.
The dire wolf has entered the fray, comes right up to you, and just bares its teeth. But it is not. It is not advancing on you.
I'm gonna stand my ground to look like I'm not afraid.
Roll me intimidation.
I was about to say, I want to roll.
I actually
I don't know. He's been hot tonight.
13.
Okay. Yes. Oh, the viewers can see that, by the way. Okay. They respect your bravery. These shorts, yours?
Yes.
No fight.
Yes. No fight. We'll go. We'll leave. Does that sound good? We leave, not ever return.
Copious Haggis, give me perception checks.
18.
17.
A semicircle of light torches carried by these hill giants have illuminated a strange scene. As Manfang talks, every once in a while you see the hill giantess move, ergo you can see Manfang speaking with them, and you think plan is foobar, you need to commit suicide, but they are not attacking him.
You didn't commit
Jacob,
Sudoku? Stab yourself.
I know you let Jacob's feet loose. Are you restraining Jacob, or are you going to allow him to run willy-nilly?
I was not undoing his bindings on his shoulders and stuff. That was Haggis.
So he's going to look like an egg with feet running around?
Yes, very similar to another egg with feet.
He's going to hell and high water make for the West Coast behind that teepee. In doing so, he's going to have to make sure that he does not trip. He does not, and heads into the woods.
Which direction?
Which way he went?
Where Haggis was at.
Oh, I don't want to stay in the teepee.
Well, this is perfect. He's gone.
He's gone.
Can I pick up that box with the compass?
Sure.
Okay.
Everything else is going to be too large and too heavy to carry.
How big is the compass actually? Oh.
It's like
It's like
a
something
like
out of a
this?
ship. No, it's something out of a ship.
Oh, it's like a black box.
I don't see color.
You're right. That's very progressive of you. I thank you for that.
Think of an old ship compass.
The big heavy monster.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Do you have any gold? Are they
Dude, we do not have time to tumble this.
Sure,
tent.
you can go ahead and investigate and look for gold.
Go.
They've got pelts.
Oh, like an
Compass is
owlbear
gone.
pelt? Do they have an owlbear?
They do
one?
not have an owlbear pelt. They've got a giant beaver.
Giant beer sounds
Yeah,
good.
she does.
giant skunk.
Homemade giant beaver.
It's a skunky beaver, all right.
Some foodstuffs, things of that nature, trinkets that you have no real interest in. Copious. TikTok.
We gotta take that beaver and bring
I
it
think
back.
that beaver pelt.
No,
beaver
no, I
pelt's calling
don't.
their name.
All I need to do is get out of this tent. They're going to have an owlbear pelt soon enough because they're going to kill Manfang. That's all Copious can think of over there in that circle.
Right.
How big is the beaver pelt? How big is it?
It's a giant beaver, so it's probably about the size of you.
You have to run with 40 pounds of beaver fur.
Okay, you get one end, I get
No.
the other. Go.
No.
And we'll come back around the camp.
Copious isn't arguing. He's
It's gonna
gone
be
the
like
direction
when we go to the
Jacob went.
Amazonian aisle.
I'll form an
Count the
ultimatum.
beaver.
Say you'll scream and give away your location if you don't help. If he doesn't
Let
help you
us
carry it.
see what happens here.
The proper question for Haggis is, do you have your other character already rolled up, or are you going to do it as soon as you die?
Haggis,
I had a few dwarves,
as
if
you
you want.
fumble with the giant beaver pelt and the compass, you see Copious make like a tree and leave the teepee. As he does so, Stallion Hill Giant steps out
The lover tent.
and with a 19 goes. Oh, by the way, Copious, he's au natural right here.
Here he was.
He's going to hit you with his
You have
club.
been spotted by Loverboy, not
That
the
skunk
great
pelt,
band.
that's that beaver and skunk pelt. That's what he wipes his ass with.
There's only one entrance or exit to this tent.
Yep.
Only one.
You can make one. You can carve your way out. But right now, you've got a compass in one hand and a giant beaver pelt hanging over your shoulder, and all you can see is Copious frozen at the entrance, thinking, "Oh shit, I just got spotted." And somewhere out there is Fievel and/or Jacob.
All right, I'm gonna leave the bear pelt and have the compass, and I'm gonna carve my way out the opposite end of what I think would be where I came in originally.
Sure. Give me an intelligence check.
Good. We're looking at 18.
Yeah, you know exactly where that is. So you Zorro it, and out you go to Copious's original position. So the 9 o'clock position. Or I'm sorry, the 3 o'clock. Copious is going out 9 o'clock, as was Jacob.
I peeked behind me. Is Opie still there? See,
Oh no, I assume you're gonna jet, right, Copious?
Oh yeah, Copius is he's gone. And to my knowledge, do hill giants see in the dark very well?
I don't believe they do.
So he made a
Hence
mistake.
torches.
Yeah, but he just stepped out of a tent, right? So he's looking at the fire.
He's still in the afterglow stage.
I'm hoofing the direction of Jacob, hoping that I just think that I'm Jacob running away.
Sure. Oh yeah, because that'll make it better.
No, but I know he saw me.
Oh yeah, because he's like, buck naked too.
Well, the only reason I ask is because if remind me, was Jacob about my height or smaller, taller?
Yeah.
He was about my height.
About
I'm going
your
to
height.
duck back into the tent, and I'm going to go out the hole that Haggis is making.
Okay.
So the giant doesn't see me running away. He sees me ducking back into the tent.
Cool. Up top, Leaf and Robert, some of the other gnomes are starting to become concerned at their hero, Manfang. Is he going to be okay? Do we
It's
need to go
Manfang.
down and help him?
He's a hero.
Stay here. Manfang is known for his diplomacy,
I'm in my element.
and I'm sure
he is a great
by the
leader.
time he's done, he'll have them eaten out of his hand. Just relax.
Or eaten
Don't
his
worry
hands.
about it.
Manfang, anything else you want to impose upon these so far non-malevolent giants?
I'm just gonna say thank you for your graciousness in parting us from our intrusion. So we'll be on our way. Don't mind us. I'll be leaving. I'd also like my two friends.
She points to the two giants holding your associates. A little bit rumpled, but they get down and they're just, they come up to less than their knee, and they immediately hide behind you. You go now.
I'm gonna say, okay, and then I'll just tell them, let's go quickly, but don't run. Walk quickly.
They run.
Okay.
They run back up the hill.
I'm not running. I will walk.
And there might be a stain or two
Okay.
of either solid or
Don't slip in
liquid.
it.
Oops.
Up top, Robert, Leaf, here come meat and fodder.
We see Manfang walking back up this way too.
Walking like a bitch, man. He's king shit right now.
Okay.
All he needs is a pimp cane, and he is on it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to get my cape with a cane. I'll look great. Purple cape with that giant eagle feather down.
A cap, right?
Uh-huh.
He's Snoop Dogging it, and you notice that the Hill Giants return to their area. On the 3 o'clock side, Copious, you have caught up with Haggis because he's easy to find. He's somewhat encumbered, carrying his two glorious gifts. But Jacob is not on this side.
Nope. But I've been made. So because we went out that other side, did the hill giant spot us as we exited the other side of the tent?
He did not, because he's going to get some britches. However, you can hear him yelling at an intrusion, and you will notice that the hill giants, once most happy with Manfang, are now answering the pleas of the sex machine, and it is only a matter of time before they discover the loathsome theft of their goods, services, and man baby.
Well, time to go.
So I'm going to try to tell Haggis, if he still has that beaver pelt, I'm going to really encourage him to leave the beaver pelt so we can get the hell out of here. And hopefully the dire wolf will get at least paused by that, because now we know there's a dire wolf that's going to be tracking something. We know there's altercation with Manfang at the hill. So I think we're going to try to move as fast as we can through the woods and do a big wide loop back around towards where Jacob entered the woods, just in case we see his trail. But we're heading out of here. It's time to scoot.
Counterclockwise or clockwise?
If we're at the we exited down this
You're
side.
at 3 o'clock position.
We're at 3 o'clock right now, and Jacob was at
9.
9. So the and the hill giant that came out, Loverboy was at.
He was at the 12.
He was at the 12. So probably run around counterclockwise.
Okay, 6 o'clock position. You can see Manfang still oblivious to the danger that is behind him. Sauntering up, you see 2 gnomes just hightailing it as best they can. They were nearly food. So you get around there. Both of you roll stealth, and I'll take the lowest roll. Yeah, oh yeah, I caught it.
Just so the DM doesn't think that was thrown.
Yeah. No, Haggis and Copious stealth rolls. Let's see if you
22.
18.
You both sneak around successfully. Clearly, the missing Jacob has been noticed, as was the theft of goods and services. Did you leave the beaver pelt at the 3 o'clock position?
The beaver is down at the 3 o'clock. However, I still hold on to the compass.
Sure, fair enough.
The beaver is down, Mr. President.
Copious D12 against me.
That's what she said.
9.
11. As you round the corner, you see some scuff marks on a tree and swaddling
Oh, damn, he's
in the
free.
grass.
All right. Well, if I have a general direction, I'm going to head that direction.
He's going west.
Is that the direction we originally were trying to go?
Yeah, you're definitely trying to go west. You're just on a different plane.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. I'm going to try to follow him. We're heading west.
Sure, give me a survival roll.
Yeah, because that's my go-to stat. 10.
You might have lost the trail, but you hear a whoop just ahead, maybe 20, 30 feet.
Like a boy that fell.
More like a canine,
Like a dire wolf that barked.
kind of, but not an aggressive bark.
20 feet ahead of us, not behind us?
Correct.
All right. I'm going to make sure I have sword and armor and keep moving forward.
Okay.
But as we get closer, try to move in shadow.
Oh, well, he gets a save.
Is it that damn
You are shitting me.
Jacob?
That
That's a 4
Yeah.
and a 20. Jacob has found the second patrol out in the woods, hit them with a nat 20, and the giant, on his streak save, has rolled a 4. The yarp is from his dire wolf companion. The two are intertwined in thorn vines. Jacob,
You
future
just gotta
king-
have that sword, Cope.
Yeah, you
it's
got
natural.
that is impressive. Because I mean, the hill giant gets +8 to strength. Or no, I'm sorry, +5. So yeah, that's a 9. He can't break out of some freaking thorns. Copious, I'll tell you what. To be absolutely fair about this, you're going to roll a d12. If you beat me, Jacob is within eyesight. If you lose, Jacob is in the wind. So I'm using the orange. Jacob is standing there quite full of himself and points out, well, nice of you to come rescue me.
All right, we're grabbing the kid. And come on, Jacob. We need to go.
You will address me as an equal?
You know what? If when he took off the swaddling clothes, that pacifier had to be there, and if it was,
it's hanging out of the front of his breeches, as a matter of fact.
Pacifier right in a kisser at this kid.
You're gonna have to hit him, and I have been rolling quite hot.
I know.
It's only an 11.
Well, I rolled 15. That's no bonus.
Oh yeah, you stuffed that udder right into his mouth.
Now I'm gonna tell the kid, let's go. Park's
Equal.
waiting on you.
Intimidate me, otherwise it's gonna be a huge problem. Because you see the giant straining against it.
We gotta go. I'm gonna use Fey Presence, which means he has to do a saving throw.
Sure.
Some saving throw against 16.
That'll be a 0 to add. 14. So he will fail.
All right, so he's
I
intimidated.
told you I was rolling hot.
We're rolling hot. Just get this kid back to the party. Cut ties.
Fine. Lead on. And as you guys start to escape in the woods, Jacob just turns around
Oh my God.
at the hill giant, who then... Seven plus 5 is still only a 12, so...
Man.
Moving as fast as we can with this kid.
Okay, you're going through... It's about time you guys had her. Do you know what she did to me? She breastfed me.
That doesn't sound that bad.
There was hair.
Oh. That sounds worse. Grandpa, you're muted.
This is really grazing what he said.
You know, I'm happy he's muted because I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to hear what he's saying. And
I don't think anyone...
I think Haggis has to do a save roll at this point, keep him from running back to the camp.
Psychic damage. Copious or Haggis, one of you has to give me a survival roll to figure out how to get up to where everybody else is.
August, you want to do that? My
No.
survival is really not good.
No.
All right, I'll roll. 3.
You're now lost. Manfang is you. I have achieved victory. Robert, Leaf, they sound pissed.
I'm getting my shit. Get moving.
Yeah,
Which direction are you going to move?
head back to the main camp.
Yeah, we just need to leave immediately.
Sure.
Let's just leaf on out of here.
Oh.
Make like a tree.
Tree
Nice,
and leaf.
nice touch.
All right.
You guys in the Gnomes, who are now giving more accolades to Manfang.
Yeah.
Manfang, give me another percentage roll. Let's see how many of them you've turned to your side here.
And that, and then a die 10, which is this one. That's a 15 is 7.
57?
Yeah.
3/4 of this gnomish ensemble are firmly entrenched in the Manfang camp. They cannot say enough about him. They are going to tell stories of your heroism for decades, if not lifetimes. You are going to go down in the annals of gnomish lore as Manfang the Magnificent.
I'd say at this rate it's going to be a lifetime because it's going to be a short lifetime because I'm not fighting hill giants to save gnomes.
Fair enough.
I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting him either. I'm talking.
As you guys get back to camp, you will find it easily, even in the dark. It's right where you left it. Nobody moved it. But you're shy 2 demi-humans in the form of Haggis and Copious.
I don't care. Let's go.
Probably
Let's move.
dead. I'd say they're probably dead. Write them off.
You're right. Mm-hmm. You know, we
think-
can't lose any more, so.
No, we can't lose any more, but I think what we need to do is move this camp somewhere else and somebody stay back here. We'll take turns watching for them in hiding here.
Sure.
Okay,
So we
you
can let
can
them
be
know
the
where we
first
go.
watch. I'll go.
All right. I'll take first watch, move the camp down a ways and get it off out of sight.
are you guys? Okay, fair enough. Everybody
Now we're
else
splitting
leaves.
the camp three-way, a party three ways.
3 ways.
Just for safety's sake, yeah.
And I anticipated it, so I'm not overly concerned. So, Copious and Haggis, you're moving west. Do you want to continue to move west?
Why don't we use the stars?
You don't need to. You have a compass.
You've got a compass in your hand.
We have a compass after all. Use your magic. Check magic on the compass.
I can check to see if the compass is magic, but a compass already does its primary feature without magic. So,
But maybe it lights the way to what we want most in life. Like,
Could be
Hey,
Johnny
It's gonna
Depp
point
compass.
right. It's
like
gonna point right back at the giant camp because you want the giant woman.
so for question though, the group, how far are we were heading west, but the group is parallel to us, but how far away are they to
The group is south.
south of us from where we're at?
That's right. Coordinates. You guys are up here. They are down here, but now they are going this way.
So eventually we need to start curving around towards the south to reconnect with the group.
Correct. Give me a survival roll. Unless you're using the compass.
I want to use the compass. If it looks like a compass and Copious knows it's a compass, I'll use it as a compass.
Sure.
Any benefit on the survival roll?
You do not have to roll the survival roll if you're using the compass because it knows where south is.
I just want to use the compass.
Go ahead.
Unless the compass is wrong or backwards or
has a magical effect.
You come across a trail that leads east-west.
Is it an animal trail?
It is one of those paths that you took. And Jacob goes, I know where we're at. We need to move west.
At this point, can I make an estimate of how far from the group we've strayed? Do we have any idea?
Intelligence check.
You want me to roll that for
Also,
you?
not one of my better stats.
I can roll that for you.
7.
7. Even, you're hell and gone. Odd, you're close. 3. Pretty sure we're close to him.
I think
Okay. Do I think they are further west?
By triangulating the hypotenuse of the prime number, they're probably east.
All right, so we're going west is the direction we're supposed to be going anyways.
Yeah, you know west will take you out of the mountains.
We'll try to go east just for a short period of time and see, because you said we know this area, this trail, we recognize it. We'll go east a little bit and see if they're coming back that way, but we're not going to go like for hours.
Okay, Leaf, D12 against me.
Second. Tim?
There is no pursuit. There's also no Copious, no Haggis, and
Jacob.
well, they don't know about Jacob yet. They don't know if he's
That's
alive,
fine.
dead, what. Leaf, you were also, for one, glad that you didn't go with the gnomes because the incessant accolades given to Manfang for nearly botching this whole thing is just a spur in your buttocks. Robert, you were not so lucky the entire trip. Oh, he's magnificent. He's so charming. He's so smart. His diplomacy skills rivals the king.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah! This is great.
You just want to put one right in the
what
back.
did they say? I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
So how far away are you guys moving the camp? Where the first giant eagle was felled or further than that?
Further
I would,
than that.
that's
Yeah, further than that. We need a good bit
That's
away
like
from there.
5 steps from a freaking giant's foot.
Robert, Copious, D12 against each other.
9.
10.
Copious, you go down the road a bit. It's pitch dark. You got nothing.
All right, I'm going to ask Hagrid.
Now is it time to magic check this box?
Sure, I can look at your magic box.
It's not like we're going anywhere.
It's magic.
Hey,
Don't know what it
Haggis,
does.
it's magic. I don't know what it does, but it's magic.
But do your thing.
I can't identify magic.
Why not?
It spins and wants you to go east northeast.
We got to go northeast.
Oh, God. Okay, we're going to go northeast. It's right back to
Are you going to ride a golden bear next?
Mm-hmm.
Over to Manfang and Robert. You guys have moved far enough away to your opinion that you are probably out of danger. The gnomes are a little bit out of breath, but since they rested, they're fine. They're a little bit hoarse from all of the jubilant accolades given to Manfang about how great he is. What do you guys want to do?
How far have we been walking for?
A light, dark camp, cold camp.
Okay. Perception check, both of you. Leaf, how long are you going to wait?
19.
19.
I waited a couple hours. I'm gonna head back down to the camp.
Okay. 19. Robert and Manfang, there is a disturbance not too far away from you. Roll initiative, please.
Just cast spells straight to that disturbance.
10.
Initiative, Robert.
10.
Okay, Robert, what do you want to fire off in the area? And wild magic.
Okay. Wild magic. 1.
No wild magic.
All right. The magic I am casting is light on a stone and throwing it in the area.
Okay. Give me a d20 roll, please.
D20. 15.
Dexterity modifier.
Adding dexterity modifier, 18.
Odd even. Odd. Haggis, what's your AC?
Between the eyes.
18.
Between the eyes. Between the eyes.
Right in the head. You get
Lightning
hit,
bolt.
you get
Looks
hit
like a
in the
lightning
head
bolt.
with a rock.
A
It's
lit
lit.
rock.
It's a pretty rock.
It's a bright rock. Shines bright like a diamond.
So tell me, Robert can see that bounce off of Haggis's head.
Well, yeah, because as it comes close, he looks very ghostal type.
It's a ghost!
And he hits Haggis in the face. Copious,
As I see
congratulations
that-
on not getting hit this time.
Robert falls to the ground laughing.
I
That's funny
assume,
shit.
Haggis, you were maintaining control of the compass.
Yeah, I'm amazed of the compass's ability to take me.
A box falls from his grasp. You've got a knot forming up on your head. Copious and Haggis can now enter, and you will be mobbed by meat and fodder who point out, had it not been for the quick thinking diplomacy and articulation skills of Manfang, you likely would have been dead.
I need to have something that I could use to do comprehend language, and then I can spit stuff out.
Well, in lieu
That'd
of
be so much
sending
more
the
helpful.
meteor storm at Thornfield, maybe you should barter for that instead.
I should look around.
Or
That helped me so much.
So everybody
It's
but
like
Leaf is here.
A spell that allows you to comprehend language.
Yeah, but you have that. Something I have on my own, so I can do it. You wouldn't have helped me back there.
No, I wouldn't have.
He needs
Exactly.
help.
I do.
He
I need to
needs
say.
help
I need
on
to.
many levels.
hmm I'm special. That's why I need one.
So you guys feel that you're in a relatively safe position. Leaf is either dead or not come to you. Everybody is reunited. What are we doing?
we're heading, and we have Jacob. So once we're together, I'm going to suggest to Robert, hey, let's.
And we have to go get Leaf then.
Let's get.
That's what I was
let's
gonna say.
get
What about Leaf?
and then let's try to move this crowd up this trail. This trail goes west, and that's the direction we're heading.
But what if Leaf is already dead? I think you should cut your losses and get out while you can.
You're exactly right. Let's get a move
Is
on.
that my conscience speaking to me?
Who said that?
Is that God? Is that
I
God
want to know.
speaking?
I want to know who said it too, there, Mr. Dungeon Master.
I'm just throwing out alternative
I thought a
possibilities.
ripple in the multiverse.
You're the one that said you wanted to hang out for a couple hours.
I did because I'm the only one that cared.
That's true.
Apparently, the circus is back in town.
He was the
Like
party
this.
valet.
Let me wipe that tear.
I'm going to ask how far down the trail was Leaf? When did you leave Leaf?
He's about 15 minutes away.
I can move in the dark pretty well. I can do stealth, so I'll hustle down the trail, and if I hear anything, I'll zip off into the woods again.
You will not hear anything. You will get to the clearing where Leaf is at, but give me an investigation check. And it's going to need to be very high.
Uh-oh.
Investigation. 19.
That is pretty high. Knowing Leaf the way you do, you can pretty much ascertain about where he's hiding at. Leaf, at this time, you see a diminutive form, likely Copious or Haggis, coming in.
Or one of the random gnomes.
I can tell by the swagger immediately that it's copious.
Yeah.
You're going to say Swagger was Haggis.
No, Haggis has got kind of a creepy thing going on. No, it's a
Dexterity,
swagger.
creepy kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He walked around kind of like this.
Well, and you got Manfang, whose head can't fit in his helmet anymore.
Hey, it still does. I can still fit in the suit.
You need to put lube in to get it.
So I'll move out of hiding where Copious can see me and move over towards him.
So it's
Say, well, I'm
been-
glad to see you made it back. Did you get what you were after?
Well, I got Jacob.
And we got a box, a compass.
Well, if you got Jacob, everybody's back. We need to get moving then.
Agreed. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Now, you only got a short rest, so if you're going to
I
travel
know.
throughout the night, you're going to start to get a little fatigued.
I have no intention of traveling all night. I think we need to move, for a couple hours, and then we need to settle down. But we need to get away from this area.
Is that the plan? Move for a couple hours?
And then get off.
So if everybody agrees to it, that's the plan.
Sleep till
We're
12
not
in the
back
afternoon
within
and start walking again.
It is the middle of the night, probably 3, 4 o'clock, and you finally break into a clearing.
Oh, we need to make camp then. And
Jacob runs
stacking up.
forward, rounds the corner, and you are at Jacob's house.
We brought Jacob home.
Yep. You
We
guys.
all the gnomes, right?
Yep, with the whole horde of gnomes. So you guys were right about here, came back down, climbed up, and you are right there.
Is Jacob's mom home?
D12 against me.
Your mother.
8.
9. She is, and she is overjoyed that you have returned her angel in one piece.
Hey,
I
man,
cannot thank you enough. I thought you had been consumed by the dragon.
Hey, baby, give me some sugar.
Wow. Charisma roll, man. Thank
Damn.
This is where
Groovy.
it comes
More
out.
freaking Army of Darkness for you, son.
I know. I saw that and I was like, I'm going to say that because I was in the movie. What do I got to roll? Charisma?
Charisma.
You know I'm good looking.
No, I do not.
That's a 19 natural.
She got a thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
She even gives you a kiss on that horrible scar that you've had since episode 2 or whatever.
It's charming, isn't it? It's charming.
It is. It's charming in a gross kind of way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think she's happier that her son... Mama, I've got a lot to tell you. Dad's sword has saved me. Okay, Copious, kill them both if you want that blade.
First things first. Man-Fang, ask her if we can just all crash here for the night because we've been on the run all night long.
Wow, I see where this is
Okay.
going.
Hey, baby mama, could we crash at your place for tonight?
D12.
That's
At
the
the-
Man-Fang, D12.
Mm-hmm. Let me roll it.
Had to roll high.
I rolled 11.
It'll be cramped because this is a very small farmer's cottage. But for those who have successfully brought my only son back in one piece, I will happily share my roof with you. And before she even gets those words out, the gnomes are crashing in all the best spots.
Hey, I'm gonna say leave one for me. I'm gonna tell the gnomes that.
I'm
They
gonna
should-
sleep.
at least
I'm gonna
half of them
sleep.
should respect it.
I'm gonna find a nice cozy place in the barn to sleep.
I was going to say, is there a barn?
There is a barn.
I'm going to go to the barn.
Really?
Yes.
That is unusual. Okay, who else is going to the barn? Haggis, what about you?
I want to go to the barn, but before I go, is there any anything cool in
Can
it?
he steal anything
Anything you
from
can
here?
steal?
It's a
What the
farmer's,
hell?
Peasant's hovel.
These
farmer's
people are
cottage.
dirt poor, man.
Yeah, she's got a bag of platinum pieces hanging on the wall, It's
If anything,
change.
you should be leaving some of that loot here.
There's a prized potato over the window.
Yeah, it's the one that she won the county fair with. It's about this big.
Grandma's
Oh, damn. Don't
copper
tell him that. He'll be
spoon.
eating that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the barn.
Okay. Everybody but Man-Fang and his minions are out in the barn. Okay,
Mhm.
Copious, I know you got some idea.
What? Well, so what time of day is it now?
It's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to bed. Don't wake
I'm
up.
sleeping.
Yeah, everybody's going to bed, right?
Yep.
All right.
I envision the end of 1941, where they're all camped out on the lawn.
All right. Well,
And Haggis is the kid taking stuff.
everybody's asleep, and does it look like everybody in the cottage is settled into rest too?
Yes.
I have an idea before we all go to bed.
All right, go ahead, Man-Fang.
I'm. I have a fun idea. I'm gonna give the gnomes. I'm gonna tell them my game plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, save a spot for me, a good spot. I'm gonna go talk to Jacob's mom, and if I give you a thumbs up, then you could just take that spot and fill it in. But if I come back, you can have it.
Just wow.
Just act like you're all asleep, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks, guys. I really appreciate you doing this for me. All right, okay. So I'm gonna walk over to Jacob's mother's room and ask, all the gnomes. They took the good spots. I got nowhere to sleep. Is it okay if I sleep in here?
Mom and Jacob sleep in the loft.
Man.
So as you climb
hell.
up the ladder, you creeper, and ask to share the bed.
Is this loft created for human weight?
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
There's at least 2 of them up there, so maybe it collapses and kills all of the gnomes.
Honestly, I wouldn't be angry.
Persuade me, Man-Fang, using your delectable charm.
6. Persuade?
Yep.
That's still 0. 16.
Reluctantly, Jacob's mom says yes, but for the sake of decorum, Jacob will sleep between you two.
That
Jacob is
little
sacked
punk.
out. He is just sacked out.
All right, then I guess I'll go to bed. At
It's
least
all
I'll
right.
get a good
It's
night's
all right,
sleep.
son. A mother and father can work around the child.
Don't say that. Ew, 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 ew.
Say something.
That's disgusting.
Your sister's
Guard.
younger than you, is she not?
How much is How much is therapy again?
Oh my god.
You don't
No,
have that
enough
kind of
money.
money.
Oh, don't say anything like that ever.
Whatever you
16
do, man,
later.
Fang, next time you see your sister, don't think of this conversation at all. You were
So
not
now-
in the center.
You were only a year old anyway.
Yeah.
So you have Man-Fang, Jacob, the mother, all sleeping in the loft now, right?
Correct.
Yep.
No,
And that,
if
that
you're going to walk
beam
in,
that's
Copious,
underneath them holding that weight up there is flexed like this.
that's right. It's a C. All the gnomes are sleeping with one eye open like 13th Warrior. Because they're anxious to see how this works out.
Well, obviously there's motion in there, so Kopi isn't going down until he's sure everybody's sacked out.
That's what she said.
You hear a constant motion.
It's his stomach.
Yeah,
Barking.
Sounds
I'm
like
hungry.
a dragon roaring in the night. All right, once everyone's asleep, I'm going to try to enter the cottage.
And Manfang's known for his flatulence too. So.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to realize Man-Fang's not down here,
Mhm.
and he must be in the loft.
Mhm.
All right. I can see in the dark, obviously, with the pendants. I'm looking for the sword.
It's not on the first level.
So I suspect that Jacob is probably sleeping with the damn thing.
I would ascertain that is the correct answer.
But I wonder if the mother would have allowed him to truly have it between her and him in the loft, or if it's just in the loft.
I think she'd rather be poked with his sword than with Manfang.
I'm gonna try to go up the loft.
Okay.
My sword.
Give me
You wanna roll?
your soul stealth roll for this attempt.
24.
Silent as a grave.
And then do I see the sword at the top once I get to the top? Do I see the sword laying on Jacob? He's probably holding onto it possessively.
D12 against me. 7.
2.
He is holding on to it, and you now realize that Manfang sleeps naked.
That's not a surprise. All right. So I
Next
have
to
my,
a kid?
I've always done that.
so does Man-Fang's gear, is it all upstairs?
Yeah, it's over there on the side.
I'm going to take something of Man-Fang's, and I'm going to try to slide it under the short sword that Jacob has.
What, like a
Pull
dagger
the
or
short sword
something?
out. And if it happens to be Man-Fang's tail, so be it.
Do you want athletics? Yeah, let's do athletics.
Athletics,
Okay.
and you sleight of hand.
What? Can I flinch and accidentally
I'll give
kick
you
him
sleight
off?
of hand. If it's bad enough, you're going to wake up and smash him in the face.
21.
That's not 2 pillows.
You use the dagger to slide it out. Jacob. King Jacob. King Jacob.
Jacob, yeah.
Manfang. I'm great. I'm great.
I'm so amazing.
You should have brought a board to slide up under it. He'd think he still had his sword.
I was going to look for a stick, and I forgot to say it as I was.
Put Manfang's hand up
I got
there.
so confused by Robert's comment about parents.
Jay, is there anything else you can find that's wood up here in the loft?
Like the 2
I want to
parents robbing
move
the baby.
Jacob's hand.
No!
you have the stick, Copious.
A stick.
I have this. Is it clearly the sword?
The sword of Balsa is in your grasp.
I have balsa in my grasp.
Yep.
All
Now
right.
get the hell out of there before we see something
I'm
else out
going
of
to
line.
sneak back out.
I gave you one stealth roll and you successfully mastered it. So
And then I do want, so outside of the cottage, I assume it's a stone cottage with a thatch roof.
it's your Grimm's fairy tale standard cottage, not made of candy.
Okay. I want to go ahead and set up.
Set it on fire? On it.
Actually, I want to set it up so it's going to smoke and
Set it
smolder like it's on
with
fire
smoke. I got it. Creating
on the
bonfire
corner of the
now?
house for first thing in the morning.
Oh, you're gonna set it on a timer?
I'm gonna wait, and then I want to set it up and have it go off. Have Robert set it on. I had set something on fire outside the cottage the next morning.
One
So
level of
let me get this right.
exhaustion
You're
for you.
robbing this little boy, and you're going to burn down the hovel that these poor people live in.
I didn't say I was burning it down.
You're about the coldest, cruelest son of a bitch in this group.
I
I'm
said
going to
it's
tell you
a
that right
stone
now.
cottage with a thatch roof. I want something that'll smolder on the outside of it come the morning. I didn't
You
say
know
it was
who's smoldering? Man-Fang.
Well,
Yeehaw.
Doing a little of that mom and pop
There's-
action around that baby.
there's more to this story.
Stop talking, please. I'd love it if you did that.
All right. I'm going back to, once I set that up on the outside, I'm going back to the barn.
Man-Fang, think of it as Maverick going high and inverting before making the dive. Okay, you go back into the barn and you're happy because you have the sword of balsa, but you are freaking exhausted.
Oh, very much so.
I mean, you could barely string two words together. You're tired. You lay down. So give me a constitution save to see if you fought through the slumber or if your plan goes off the rails here.
Nat 20.
You aren't going to sleep at all. You are focused on this project. You know exactly what you want to do. You've set up dry kindling. I assume you're going to have Robert bonfire this thing.
Yep.
Okay, at the crack of dawn, you wake up Frank. I hate Man-Fang. Man-Fang's an idiot.
Rolled my one.
Fireball.
2.
Oh,
it.
damn.
I'm gonna cast it and set that create bonfire right on top of the thatch.
Okay.
Thatch! We got a little pile of kindling on the outside wall.
I heard Thatch.
He's clearly set thatch.
Thatch, it's just like Man-Fang and Ballcap.
Yeah.
See, the one that really rolled the dice on this job was you, Copious. You rolled the dice on whether or not he was going to do what you wanted him to or not.
Yeah.
The
The roof is on fire.
The roof.
I was pretty tired. I just cast and point.
Copious is running out and he's calling fire, fire, fire as he runs from the barn across. The sword of balsa has been buried in the barn in the loft for the time.
God, I hope the fire doesn't spread.
It might. So be it.
Man-Fang, give me a perception roll. Let's see if you hear Copious yelling the place on fire.
Spray acid on it. Put it out.
15.
Yeah, you wake from your slumber. Smoke!
About 2 feet above your head, you're in the loft.
Breakfast?
Jacob and his mom also wake up. She screams. Not only are you going to steal from a kid, probably the future king of Ashana, who says house on fire. This is how you create the ultimate villain. This guy's going to hunt you down and wear
We're really
you
good. We
like
should make this a
clothes.
profession. We should make this a profession.
Dude,
Yeah.
how-
Wow, this is his life's goal now. Now we got children.
And
honey.
Man-Fang, like in his eyes, Man-Fang slept with his mother, so that's even more revenge.
Oh, I know.
No. I'm
There's
not the
a lot
bad
of
guy
issues
here.
here.
I helped as much as I could. He just doesn't know. And when the time comes
Help
when he's about to
yourself,
kill me,
apparently.
Man-Fang D12, Copious D12.
10.
Good news, Man-Fang. Copious, after using your dagger, put it right back where it was, so you will not be missing a dagger. All of your Shiat is over there in the corner, and smoke is filling the cottage. Gnomes are going crazy. Robert has rolled back over to go back to bed.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be
Copious is
heroic.
pulling at the door, man, thing screaming.
How quickly can I put on my stuff and then help the mother and Jacob get out?
It's going to be a couple minutes for you to get all your gear since you are loaded down like a treasure hoarder.
I am. Okay, I'll put on my pants and I'll put everything in my turtle shell and I'll kind of carry it like that, and tell them to hurry up and we need to get out.
Oh,
I'm not gonna put it
they're
all.
way ahead of you.
Great. Then I'm just gonna put all of it in the turtle shell and then assist with getting everything necessary out.
As Jacob gets down the stairs and you are right behind him, he's like, "Wait, my sword. I think it's in bed." And he goes, "Get out of the way. Move."
I gotta say,
Mother
we need.
molester.
Shut up, kid. Shut up. All right.
Manfang, get the kid and the mother out before they burn to death.
Move,
need to
I gotta
go.
get my sword.
I'll go back and get it. Trust me. I'm a dragon. I'm fire resistant. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him that, but we're gonna wait until that gets bad.
Sure.
I'm gonna get him out. I'll go back and get it. No, I'll help him. I'll just come on, man.
His mom tugs at him. Come on, Jacob. He's gonna go get it. Your new dad. He's gonna go get it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my God.
So do you go back up to the loft and look for it?
Yeah, I'll go back up to the loft.
Because I've been hammering on copious for so long, I'm going to throw him a bone here. The fire, fortunately, has ruptured a timber or two, and it comes crashing down on the bed and on Manfang. Manfang, you are not fire resistant. And you take murder hobo and 8 damage as a timber hits you in the face and sends embers all over the upper level here.
All right, I'm gonna do this. 1 die, 10.
It lands right on the bag of platinum pieces and immediately sets fire to everything.
No, the platinum. I'm gonna do second wind, which lets me do 1 die 10, which is 6 + 5, 11 hit points back.
Sure.
So I'm not as bad.
Give me an investigation roll if you are truly searching for the sword, which you do not
I'm
know
searching.
has been stolen. Give me an investigation.
Investigation. My investigation is -3. I rolled an 11, so that is 11 minus 3, 8.
Another timber has fallen down upon you. 4 and 2, 6 more damage. This place is an inferno at this point in time.
Okay, how much
Jacob
damage
is
is
now
that?
outside with his mother, as are all the gnomes, watching her only home burn to the ground.
Copious is trying to organize the bucket chain to put the fire out.
Okay?
From the well.
I'm
But
crowd control.
does Copious know
I'm
Manfang's in there?
No.
I'm gonna ask, where's Manfang?
Odd even. Jacob tells you he's going to get my sword.
Oh, well, that's good.
Wow, you're really humping that
All right.
bucket brigade.
We're trying to get the
Yeah, I heard he was organizing one. Did he say he was going to be part of that bucket brigade?
He did not say that.
part of it. No, I said it was
No,
organized.
I didn't think so.
But if I know Manfang's in there, I'm standing at the door calling out, Manfang, are you okay? Come out, get out of there.
We go, I'm not fire resistant. Just kidding. Okay, and then I'm gonna run out because I couldn't find it.
Give me dexterity to get back down the stairs in your
Oh my
current
God.
state of affairs.
If any of him is on fire, I'm going to use prestidigitation to put that part of the fire out.
That's not putting it out, though, is it? It's just
Not
covering it
the
up.
fire,
You know-
just parts of you that are on fire.
15.
The best way to do that is to kick the fire out.
If you kick the fire out, I'm gonna punt your head into the stratosphere.
15 is enough that he slides down like a fireman, gets out and gets outside. Tears stream along Jacob's mom's face as everything she owns in the world, as well as memories,
My
is
guilt.
going
Maybe I
up
should put
like-
it out with Ray of Frost.
Okay.
The house, I'm going to look at it and say, the house has good bones. I think you can rebuild.
As long as it's got a solid
I didn't really-
foundation.
Okay.
I ain't doing that. Now you're all excited for me to fumble.
The gnomes will form the bucket brigade. Who wants to roll performance for them? Go ahead, Copious.
Wait. Manfang should do the honors. They're his gnomes.
You're doing that so I can
Man,
tell. All right.
there's no plus, so it's just a D20.
Okay.
Oh, wait, and Copious has one last thing to do once we're all done with the fire.
That's a 17.
I'm going
on the
to
record.
cast
17.
create water,
Okay.
and that's a 30-foot cube.
So the whole house.
Yeah. Says it extinguishing exposed flames in the area. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
And I will cast Ray of Frost on that cube of water.
So it crushes it. Boom! A giant block rock drops.
So-
that's a
You just need me to roll, make sure I don't fumble, right?
Yep.
that's a cool combined spell move where you just drop a
That's-
giant ice block on someone's head.
Dirty 20. Okay.
And
He has
was that
cast
wild
Ray of
magic?
Frost.
Did you also
God
roll
damn it.
wild magic and both just
Nice
hit
one.
twos?
Yes, we did.
That's what I thought. Just want to make sure that I saw that.
What is it? 45.
45.
Our house is burning. There's a man who
I
just
was
cast.
trying to help put it out.
I would point
So
out.
I cast water, create water on it. As the water falls, some dumbass created it into a giant block of ice that just crushed the house.
Well, not completely, because I don't think he can. The Ray of Frost isn't going to do 30 cube feet of it. But said dumbass is also levitating up like Jesus. Ah.
And not stopping.
Well, and the fire's hot enough; it should be melting some of it. So it's
Yeah.
like a popsicle on a hot day, right?
Yes, there's going to be some structural damage done. Manfang, percentage roll. How much of the home is going to be salvageable is your answer.
Did you drag out that platinum piece bag that was on fire?
Yeah.
No, I got it. 37.
2/3 of the house are destroyed. She is beside herself.
So far, in
One,
her
for
eyes,
probably sleeping with a dragonborn, and two, the loss of her house.
hey baby,
God,
once you go Dragonborn, you
Punish
never go
you
back.
For your atrocity sleeping with the dragon pole.
In
Hey, once
6
you go-
hours, she has lost her home and her dignity.
Hey man, it's a pleasure to be in the same room as I am. Nevertheless, the same bed.
The
Ring a
gnomes,
bell. Shame!
the gnomes
For holy
are
water.
concerned that this has happened, and they rightfully, because they have empathy, feel bad.
They're going to feel worse in a moment.
So there is a palpable sense of despair here.
I'm gonna go try and console Jacob and the
Not
mother.
his mom.
Jacob and his. I was gonna say that and his mom. My shirt is off right now. Only my pants.
I'm going to look at.
I should look like a sexy firefighter right about now, and you know she's. I'm
No,
gonna stop
you
talking,
look-
but I'm
you
gonna
look like-
console.
Sexy firefighter.
You
all
look
right.
like a singed, ash-covered dragonborn with a big scar on its face.
Sexy firefighter. I think is what you're trying to say.
Suspenders.
Yeah, my pants have suspenders because I'm like.
You know,
old.
man, Fang, it's like when you order something from Party City, it's like, oh, that's going to look great. And then you put it on, and it doesn't?
It doesn't quite fit all the way.
Correct.
Oh,
Doesn't look
that's-
like it did on the model.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so I'll walk over. I'll try and console Jacob and his mom, of course, and tell them that I looked everywhere. It's like it just vanished out of nowhere. It's completely gone. I couldn't find it. It's just gone.
The gnomes approach Leaf. Sir, we should probably go ahead and donate to the fine lady since.
I agree.
Okay. So we were going to donate part of your take as well.
Nope.
Just your take.
This Copious would like to
Well,
finish up
I'm
his-
pretty sure that you're the reason why the thing caught on fire. I saw one of you out there hitting a smoke last night from the loft up in the barn.
The
I
fire,
didn't.
The
I
fire
didn't
started
notice-
on the roof, sir.
I didn't notice which one it was, but one of you was out
And
there
somebody collected
under that low hanging thatch where that pile of kindling was at.
There was a lot of friction in the.
The gnomes take offense.
You know,
at
for
the
somebody kept telling
implication.
us not to talk about that, to shut up. He's certainly taken it to new.
Leaf, they point out
Only I can talk about it.
that you have offended them, and immediately call for Manfang to use his wide-ranging diplomacy skills to resolve this issue, pointing out that Mr. Fang, your associate here has blamed us for the fire, and we are not the least bit responsible. We feel offended. We ask that you discipline this man right now.
Let me just correct you on that shit.
Leaf, could you hand me your wrist?
I'm going to look at Leaf going to look at Manfang and just watching him. Like, you want to?
Cast Mage's hand and just beat the shit out of Manfang with it.
I'm gonna say, hey,
I don't have mage hand.
Manfang, we demand compensation.
you're right.
You
You're right.
owe compensation to the widow.
Here, yeah, you're right, and I will. We'll get to that. I'm gonna tell Gnomes here. Here's the thing. I'm gonna get in a circle. I'm gonna go on huddle, guys, huddle.
That
and
guy's
we're gonna-
an asshole.
I know it's a real big problem, isn't it?
Hey, I
Right.
can
All
hear
the
you
money should
over
come out
here.
of his cut. That's what it should be.
That's what I was gonna say. If you're gonna donate from his cut.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Okay, and I'll donate
You
for
know,
myself
I've
because
got
I feel
to know.
bad.
How many gnomes are there?
23, I believe.
23.
Enough
Are
for
you
a pie.
including the female?
That's what I'm thinking.
All right,
Look
yeah,
at Robert and
everybody.
say, what could you make out of 23 gnomes?
You want me to make chili?
They're happy. They have consulted with their hero, and
All right,
they are
break.
happy.
All right,
So
now I'm gonna
they
go
They
over,
walk over and give her a bag of gems.
and I'm gonna hand her a bag of about how much money do I have? I don't know.
If they gave her a bag of gems, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not coming out of my share there.
I'm gonna hand her a bag of 50
Man,
gold pieces.
poor.
That's what I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm feeling nice today. I'm gonna hand her a bag of 50 gold pieces.
They get a bag of gems and 50 gold pieces.
That's
Yep.
all
Jacob,
this ammo was worth.
a tear goes down his cheek, and he goes, "I think I lost Dad's sword."
Jacob, your dad's dead. Get over it.
You have a new dad now.
Well, you know what?
Jacob, Manfang's your new daddy.
Camping.
Yeah.
Give Jacob
Manfang.
your extra
Give her
weapon.
your dagger, man.
You're right. Okay, I have an idea. I have that. You know, I have that spear.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, you know what? If I imagine if you fight in your father's honor, you'll never forget him, and he'll always be proud. So I'm gonna give you this, so you can fight for him. You can fight your battles in his honor.
It's just not the same thing, but I'll take it.
It will never be the same, and I know that. I know that it'll never be the same, but I hope this is as much as I could do.
Wait, what's the name of the spear? It's a magic spear. What's the name of the spear?
Manwood.
Bjorn, I don't know.
Lion sack.
Yeah.
Ballcath?
Mm-hmm.
He'll
This is
stab.
Ballcat.
Scrotum pipe piercer.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna use
Yeah.
a cool name?
I need to think
I
about
think, you know what? With all the giants around, too, scrotum piercer is probably pretty rare.
this. Yeah, this is
That would be
scrotum
accurate.
piercer.
Yeah. Scrotum piercer.
What does it do?
Pierces scrotums.
When you throw it, if you could will it to summon it back to you.
Isn't it that harpoon that you got off?
Yes, it's the harpoon. I never use it, and I barely have any time to, so I just let him have it.
He
You
will
could
accept
throw it
that.
and summon it back to you. It's a magic weapon for a magic weapon. I'm
I probably
sorry.
want to go over
Spooky
to
buttons.
Jacob's mom and say, you know, for 50 gold pieces, I think I could fix your house.
But you're only one man. Or one
I'm more
half.
man than any man you'll ever know.
Manfang shared my bed. I would have to disagree.
I'm also pretty sure the druid might have something to help clear up what Manfang gave you.
He seems angry all the time.
Very angry man.
Mhm.
So, 50 gold pieces?
No,
Fix your
he
house?
don't like little people.
He doesn't like
Oh, is that what we're calling them?
people, period.
People.
Can you return it to its former glory?
I will
Including the
do my
bag of
best.
platinum pieces?
I will do my best.
If you can do that, I will gladly pay you 50 gold pieces.
All right. Roll a 4.
Fireball. Entire house now is gone.
4.
All right. I cast mending on the house,
Sure. We'll see
Think
how
you
that
cast
works.
mending on the house.
and I also roll a 54. Yes, dear. I see you. Look at you. You're a genie in a bottle.
Is that your daughter?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, Frankie's got a question for you.
Just memories, son. Just
Oh.
memory.
You are immune to becoming addicted to substances for the next 5d6 days. Any current addictions disappear from that time. Where's
Well, I'm trying
Felix when you
everything.
need him?
Does that cure insanity too?
I don't think it cures that.
I don't think you can cure whatever he's got.
How long is it going to take you to mend that thing?
Let's see here.
I mean, it's a hovel to start with, so.
No, I don't think it.
Like an hour.
How many times do you have to cast that to make it mend?
Well, he's cast it once, so wild magic's off the table. Unless he wants to cast something else and go back to it.
Hey, only 1 foot at a time.
1 foot at a time. 1 foot. That's what I said. How many times do you have to cast that?
Well, 66% of the place went up. Let's see. My rental was 700 square feet, and that was small. I give you 350 feet, so you have to do 200 feet.
Nope. Can't do it. Not for
That's foot. You know what? She's got enough money in those bags of gems and that 50 gold pieces to pay somebody to rebuild this thing into a castle. So
Or buy a new one.
We've had a lot of money there.
Leaf ain't out anything.
I just
Let's see how many. Let's see how many of these gnomes make it to the coast.
there's 23 gnomes. Can't they? They're pretty industrious creatures. They could probably rebuild this, and she could pay for the supplies.
Roll a d6 and tell me how many days that group of gnomes would take. Because I didn't-
nobody said we were going to stay there with them.
Yeah, I'm not staying.
Well, you don't get the gems until you get them to the coast.
I can when they're sleeping.
So there's an opportunity here. I man thing, they're your gnomes.
Somebody roll me a d6. Let's see if they're Amish gnomes or not.
I'll roll it. I'll roll a 4.
2.
Gonna take 4 days.
Well, we can. She's got the money. Copius is going to offer an alternative to her. I said, you have some money, some traveling cash. You can come with us to the coast and then take a ship. I have a piece of property in the north that I would be willing to part with you for a small fee. Part of Jim's. But because it's worth a lot, it's a lovely seaside place up in the north. But I could give that parcel to you. It's on the second tier of a lovely town.
What's it called?
What's it called now? As far as I'm, it's called Copius's New Haven now. As far as I know,
Bayside.
No, it's not Bayside. It's
Bull Bitterton.
let's see.
Little bitters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Light Reach? Yeah, Light Reach.
That was Light Reach. I remember the actual name. We're coming up with new names.
So I still have one of the fake deeds in my travel.
D12 against me. Let's see.
2.
We're wood people.
All right, it's time to
Thanks.
Jacob
Well,
could
good luck.
be a king up there. Just saying.
Manfang, roll against your dad. D12s. If Manfang wins, the gnomes are staying.
I got 9.
10.
Gnomes don't want to stick around for 4 days. They want to go home.
All right, let's roll.
She got a bag of gems and 50 gold pieces.
Go
So
figure it out.
you
More
guys,
power to you, buddy. Stay
You
away
guys are
from
gonna head up.
giants.
Don't you want to go tell the mage that you were successful in killing the dragon?
Nah,
Yeah.
you can tell him when you see him.
Take all the
Mom,
glory,
Mom,
Jacob.
I did it.
Yeah, I tell you what. I tell you what. He's a real brave man you got there. He's a real brave boy.
Scaly
We're
Dad didn't
leaving,
do
man,
shit.
Fang. She's not going to do anything else for you.
Scaly Dad did a lot. I helped.
You and the gnomes can take off, knowing full well that Jacob is unaware that Copius has stolen the sword.
Well-
But he did get the harpoon of returning, so, you know.
Yep.
So
The
I
gnomes
just,
and I are unaware.
That's true.
That he-
Nobody
that he
knows
has.
that Copius
nobody
stole
knows.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've got a
nobody.
real good idea that he did, just
Yeah.
because it's copious, and we know he coveted that thing.
Well, and you know he's going to pull it out at some point in time.
Sooner or later, whip it out, copious.
Well, right now,
Manfang did last night.
went back to his
Mhm.
barn and gathered up his goods so we can continue the coast and finish
That's it.
our gnomes on their merry way.
I think that's a good stopping point, as
Yes.
these guys have been, I'll say, successful.
Man
with the
Fang
question
13
mark?
years ago, that
Please.
same legend you're talking about happened before.
Just stop, bro.
We rescued Jacob. We didn't get killed by hill giants.
Destroyed the dragon.
Destroyed the dragon.
No, Jacob did that.
Al's a step parent.
Mm-hmm. I am now a
He's
stepfather.
Uncle Manfang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's your
Uncle Daddy. Uncle Daddy.
That's your uncle.
Jacob is now Forrest Gump. Okay, little Frankie, what'd you think?
I thought it was great. I got to use my diplomacy today, which I haven't done in a while. I had a good time. You know, I got to use my spruce sword. So that's great. I feel like I had a complete and full day. I have no regrets.
That
No
works.
regrets.
Middle Frank, what'd you think?
I think I got to destroy a house. I got to aggravate my brother and my father all at the same time. I grossed out my son, maybe mentally scarred him. This was a good day. I think this was a good day.
I think everything worked out in your favor.
Yeah.
I think the odds are ever in your favor in this
Yes,
case.
they are, Cat.
Frank Sr.
That was okay. It'd be better once we get these gnomes.
Well, you had a chance. You could have talked it into him.
I just soon left them up on the mountain myself.
Moving over to the shitbag of the group here. Copious, what'd you think?
Yeah, man, why'd you turn so slimy this time?
Wow, no shit.
True colors, baby. True colors.
Think
More-
Man-Fang coming
Alley
in
cat
today.
morals.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I was consistent throughout. We rescued Jacob. His parents.
Precious.
He has a-
his precious.
No, listen. Everything turned out exactly like it happened. It was a great story the way it unfolded. Jacob is back home safe and sound. He has a brand new weapon more appropriate for his demeanor, anyways.
A brand new father
He has a new father figure in his life.
Who's leaving?
who's gone.
Just like
Brandon,
Yeah.
once again.
Going out for some smokes. Be right back, babe.
Mm-hmm. I need to get
Going
I
down
need
the
milk.
corner to get some beers.
And I'm pretty sure between the jewels that they got and the gold that they got, they're going to build a better house than they had to begin with.
And the reward Jacob's going to collect for going back and turning in our story.
Yeah.
As you recall, there was no reward
2 magic items.
from the pick of the items that came from the treasure trove,
That is true.
which there was no treasure trove.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Yeah, there was, and the gnomes are carrying it right now.
No, it was just some gems that they had, but there was no dragon horde.
There's no magic items. I wonder if the wizard will take pity on him. And Haggis, he who does not have a giant beaver.
I thought it was good. Gonna miss
I don't
the
know how to big
beaver,
brown
though.
beaver.
We're talking about the slang beaver, right?
He who is no
We
longer
are talking
with
about
Beaver.
Helped.
a creature's pelt.
Okay. Well, giant women, makes big beaver,
No, I don't know. That's,
No,
Please
Brian.
Oh,
elaborate.
go ahead.
maybe you should discuss that with Manfang.
Well, he does all the action. I think he
Apparently he does.
Mhm.
I think you've got a dexterous partner there who's giving you a run for
No,
your money.
I don't involve in kids though. That's not no.
Neither did Manfang.
No, I didn't.
He just goes
sound
over.
asleep.
He was just
Right.
bridging. He was
Mhm.
inverted.
Is that what they call that? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
He is Top Gun Maverick. Birded. Well, boys and girls, if you're still here, please see a psychiatrist. You probably need that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Follow us on the socials at mhobo inc. Email us mhoboinc@gmail if you want to be on a one-shot. If you want to buy our stuff, wait, because it's not on sale right now. If you want new math rocks, at Pirate Dog Dice on Twitter. If your game stinks, try Adventure Sense, which I don't know. Smell of quasi-failure for this episode? I'm not sure. You know what? No, I'm not going to say that on the air because it would really bother Manfang. I know there's a scent out there for it. If you go to oddfishgames.com, go ahead and check it out. They also have how to cook with your dice, how to RPG with your cat, Shine System to be a gooder writer than me, and the Radiance Project if you want to play D&D but don't have anybody to play with. You can play with yourself. Boys and girls, Murder Hobo Inc. is out until Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Kiss and wave, guys. Mwah. Bye, everybody.